Boom! It's almost Friday. Yep. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you. Tomorrow is Friday. Some would say it's not a good way to start a day off by going, all right, it's almost tomorrow. I think anybody who works a full work week will say that that's gobbledygook. Speaking of gobbledygook, we got a couple of things to talk about today. A little bit of Trump stuff. We got Trump making moves in Minnesota. Kind of a big deal. And Biden would say, but he might swear when he did it. There's new news about Alex Preddy. The man shot by ICE. The innocent victim shot by ICE. Pulled off the streets by the Gestapo. And of course, Ilhan Omar. We got to talk about that. I wonder what you think about that. That whole thing seems a bit fishy to me, but we're going to look at it. We got to look at it. Can't make an assumption without looking at it, right? You got to have an educated guess. One thing about what's going on in Minnesota is like stuff like this. We got stuff like this guy here, spreading. Well, I don't know what you want to call what he's spreading. But let's see what it's important to know what the left takes in. We have to know what they take in. Let's see.
They broke Alex Preddy's ribs a week before they shot and killed him in a complete.
Notice the sad music. I did not edit that sad music into there. Midas, or whatever this is, right? Did it. Or whoever did it. Did the music. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
They broke Alex Preddy's ribs a week before they shot and killed him in a completely separate incident. Alex got out of his car when he saw ICE agents chasing a family on foot.
I'm sorry. I like how he says, they broke his ribs. Nothing, just that's it. They just pulled up next to him while he's walking down the street on his way to church. And they got out and they broke his ribs and they drove away. It's evil Gestapo.
In a completely separate incident, Alex got out of his car when he saw ICE agents chasing a family on foot.
What a hero.
Began blowing his whistle. Five ICE agents tackled him and broke his ribs. He said he thought he was in so much pain, he thought he was going to die that day.
He got attacked and his ribs broken because he was blowing a whistle. Guys, just see this stuff. It's the Gestapo. It's the Gestapo, guys. They're tearing America apart. They're tearing us apart.
They have records of Alex Preddy before they shot and killed him on the streets when he was exercising his First and Second Amendment rights and also protecting a woman in his community. Now Trump says,
hero, guys.
Can't have guns. NRA, where are you at? It's crazy.
Hang on a second. So it was funny how he flashed that really fast. Quote, watch, you can't have guns. You can't walk in with guns. Trump says of Alex Preddy killing. I got a feeling that's taken out of context, but hey, they never do that.
Hey, where are you at? It's crazy how empty every single stance of the Republicans has proven to be, besides white supremacy and bootlicking billionaires.
Oh, there's that word, guys, that bootlicker. There's that bootlicker word. You've been watching for that the last couple weeks. Bootlicker. Got to remember. And we're all idiots.
Of the Republicans has proven to be, besides white supremacy and bootlicking billionaires.
White supremacy. Okay.
That's
racism.
That's the core of their beliefs.
The core of our beliefs is racism. Oh, okay. All right.
Has that not become extremely obvious as time has marched on here recently?
It really hasn't. Really hasn't.
Tom Homan said, we want to make them famous in regards to protesters.
Okay.
He wants people who...
Then they have the same goal, don't they? They want to make themselves famous too.
Live and work with you to know who you are. I think that's all right. I don't think that they should be killing us.
That's why no one goes out there, and you'll notice you don't ever see, protesters need to be recorded. I noticed that when I was down in DC, in my travels, that the counter protesters always want to be recorded. That's the point, right? The point is the recording. It's not the protest or the morals or any of that stuff. It's the getting it on video. I'm a hero. It's like all these losers out here doing that Cam Higby, where he found that signal chat. All those losers in there, like they think they're soldiers. They think they're at war. We're going to cover a little bit of that too, but they think they're at war out here.
Who live and work with you to know who you are. I think that's all right. I don't think that they should be killing us when we're out there protesting, but I wouldn't mind if my neighbors and the people I work with knew that I was out there protecting my community from these terrorists.
Protecting, what he said, that's the language again. Protecting my community from these terrorists. Protecting illegal aliens from these agents, from law enforcement. Let's go there.
But they knew who Alex Preddy was before they killed him.
They knew who he was before they killed him. What does that really mean anyway? Pardon the voice here today. Here's a good example. Oh no, wait. Let me do this one first. Elizabeth Warren came out, man. This is heavy. Make sure I got it here. I'm pretty sure I had it here. Dang it. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Was it?
Well, listen to Elizabeth Warren's take on him. It's good stuff, guys. Pay attention to the propaganda.
Caring for people was at the core of who he was. He was incapable of causing harm. Alex carried patience, compassion, and calm as a steady light within him. Even at the very end, that light was there. I recognized his familiar stillness and signature calm composure. Caring for people
Signature
was at
call
the
composure. Very composure. What composure? That's good. That's not bad. How many MAGA does it take to take? Wait, I thought it wasn't that bad, but this looks bad. How many MAGA does it take a light bulb?
How many MAGA does it take a light bulb? None. They like being in the dark.
Now, see, that would have been funny. That would have been funny if you would have been so angry typing so fast and missed a whole word there. How many MAGA does it take to screw in a light bulb? That's what it is. So next time you try to insult somebody, you gotta make sure you get the insult right. That's a low bar right there. That's bottom of the barrel stuff. That's bottom of the barrel stuff.
It's a moment that
Here. Let's see if this comes up big enough.
the news movement filmed on January 13th in Minneapolis, showing a man who appears to be Alex Preddy interacting with federal immigration agents 11
Seems
days
calm.
before Border Patrol shot and killed him.
It seems like he's very under control.
Our footage was analyzed by the BBC, whose facial recognition technology confirmed his identity to a 97%
He's
degree of
constantly in
accuracy.
control of himself.
On the morning of
Constantly
January
measured.
13th, our team received a tip that
Very measured. It's a very measured man, guys. Very measured. Where did that one go? There's a better view of this. And people say, oh, it doesn't matter what he did in the past, doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Pardon me. Still get over something here. It doesn't matter in reference to the actions he took that day and like any charges that would have been brought if he survived his choices. But it does lend a little bit of information to the guy's character. I think it tells a little bit about his character.
Look at you! Pepper spray, bitch! Fucking insult me, motherfucker! Fucking fuck you guys! Fucking trash! Fucking trash!
That's why he's kicking the vehicle.
Look at you!
Well, I know this stuff. It's like you want to be like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I mean, it shows some of his character. I mean, here's the thing. It doesn't change anything. None of that changes anything. The guy shouldn't have got involved the way he got involved. Do you think a purge is coming? I don't know. I don't know what's that look like. I know we need one, but I'm not talking like one like in the movies. That doesn't work. I found another protester that keeps popping up in places. We're going to talk about him a little bit here too. Yeah, I just all this misinformation and stuff like that. It's just a little bit ridiculous. It's just a bit ridiculous. You have to understand this is the medicine. It's the medicine. And you got Cam Higby out here doing good work. Pull this one up. So he got out there and he got into one of these signal chats, which is where like the losers all get together and they talk in their little. We used to use it with 1776. It's a good app, good for privacy. But they have this whole network going, trying to catch people.
Hey, this is Dubai. We're also about a minute out.
Right there, they're tracking people's vehicles. They're tracking.
Why are you guys following us?
They're tracking people's vehicles by the license plate numbers. They have a whole map with assigned areas in Minneapolis, doing all that kind of stuff. And this is a portion where they were being followed for a couple hours, and they pulled over to see, hey, what are we doing here?
And they leave like right when we get out of the car. We're not ICE. We're not ICE. We're following them because they were following us.
Well, you look suspicious as fuck.
Wait. So should people follow and harass any suspicious-looking person?
Get out of here.
Why are you guys following us? We're not ICE.
Oh, and
Not ICE. Not in a nice vehicle, right?
No.
Right. Get in your truck and get the fuck out.
Why?
Who the hell are you?
No, confirmed ICE.
We're not ICE.
People are crazy out here, guys.
Send me the people that you're abducting. Get out.
We're not because we're being followed. They're following us, and they came up. We didn't even know they were following us until they came up and said, "We've been following you, reporter." Independent
Go report something.
Okay.
Go to the airport.
We don't want people following us.
Go to the airport.
And hurting us when we get home.
They're not going to hurt you. They're going to stay right behind you. They're going to stay right
all
behind
the way back to where we're staying, right?
Great.
They're just going to stay behind you all the way back to where you're staying. That's all.
It's
No big deal.
why we're
It's not
Americans.
creepy.
Why are we being forced out of a neighborhood?
It's not creepy or anything.
We're reporters.
We have Americans being detained.
We're not
assaulted
detaining
by
anybody.
people who are claiming to be federal agents.
We're
right?
not claiming that.
So you can tell we're a little bit on edge.
That's fine, but it doesn't give you the right to run people out of town.
Yeah. So why are you here though? I mean,
we're
Are you
reporters.
going to join the protest against ICE?
We are reporters.
You're reporters with who?
I'm an independent journalist. I sell my
Journalist?
footage.
What's your handle?
What's my handle?
Yeah.
I sell my footage.
Really? Yeah, you're
Yes.
pretty established.
I sell my
Or your
footage.
press credentials?
I have them in my pocket. I showed them
Do you have
repeatedly.
press credentials?
Yes, they're in my pocket. 1 second.
Why are we even at this point where he's showing his credentials to some dork on the street that thinks he's a hero? He was targeted. That's what it means. Yes, he was targeted. So you're saying they targeted him. Okay, that makes no sense. He put himself out in the street, guy. He put him out there. It's a little better. How many liberals does it take to have a single brain cell? All of them. Right? So, sorry, getting the chat here. Character. Yeah, it shows his character for sure. It boils down to people aren't being held responsible for their own behaviors. And you have idiots out here putting out propaganda. Here's Senator Dick Durbin. See if you notice anything. While he's doing this very, very dramatic. Very dramatic. And he's going to talk about the great guy Alex was. How this was murder. It's
Weekend,
very
federal
accurate.
agents gunned down yet another American in Minneapolis. Alex Preddy.
Wrong.
A 37-year-old ICU nurse at a VA hospital in Minneapolis. I'm going to show a photo of that scene, which is graphic, but I'm afraid it's necessary to appreciate the horror of the moment.
Yeah, look at the picture.
This photo shows the last second before the ICE agent killed Alex Preddy on the streets of Minneapolis.
I don't know if you can tell, he's using the AI picture where this agent here doesn't have a head. I just think it's funny. People put stuff out, everybody jumps on it. They put this picture out yesterday or the day before, whatever, of AI enhanced or whatever. So it ends up changing what it looked like was in his hand, and it takes this guy's head away, and it's just not necessarily a good picture to use on the floor of the Senate. But hey, whatever. It shows, you can use it as a tool to be very. Where's this one at? Dang it. Don't forget we're on again tonight. Trump posted yesterday, surprisingly, Mayor Jacob Frey just stated that, quote, Minneapolis does not and will not enforce federal immigration laws. This is after having had a very good conversation with him. Could somebody in his inner sanctum please explain that this statement is a very serious violation of the law and that he is playing with fire? What's going on there? And it's like, You got cops out there finally arresting people, enforcing the law. Trump's demands to Minnesota where they turn over all the illegals they have in their custody and in jails and stuff across the country. He wants the state to work with ICE. These doesn't seem like too crazy. Worked out in every other state they went to, right? The narrative that they keep pushing it that Alex Preddy guy was like some perfect citizen is not true. It doesn't mean he deserved to die. No. But it shows a bit about his character. It puts things in a little bit better perspective. Those two were both involved in those signal chats. It's ugly, guys. This whole situation is ugly. It's the medicine that we have to take. Medicine never tastes good. But if we don't take it, hey, we'll remain sick. This whole thing is a Democrat mess. If it wasn't for their open border that we were screaming about for years, we wouldn't be in this situation. Now, they don't get to turn around and tell Trump or the Republicans how to fix the problem that they created. Get into the backseat, shut the hell up, and stay there. You have proven that you cannot run the country well at all, honestly, with integrity, with any kind of morals. So it's our turn to clean it up. There you got Georgia. Oh, this is good. Let's play this real quick. I noticed this guy's been going around lately. It's just trolling the left, which I enjoy. So he goes up to this house. He sees a flag. In this house, we believe Black Lives Matter, women's rights are human rights. No human is illegal. Science is real. Love is love. Kindness is everything. So he goes up to this lady's house.
Can I help you?
A nose ring and a nice long earring there.
Hi, I actually, do you live here?
Yeah, I do. And why are you recording?
So I saw your flag and I really appreciate it because I'm actually with the Fighting Fascism and Right-Wing Tyranny Symposium, or the FARTS, and we're under a lot of pressure right now because we're trying to defend against MAGA.
Come on, it's funny.
So
man.
we're circulating a short questionnaire. I was wondering if you'd be willing to answer a couple questions.
Yeah, I can do that for you.
Okay, great. I'm Finn, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I saw your flag, so I figured you'd be a good person to ask. Would you support labeling conservatives domestic terrorists?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And I mean, we might as well call them maggots, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Do you do that sometimes?
I do.
Okay. Wow. And do you let your kids interact with maggots at school or anywhere?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. And would you support kind of just rounding up these maggots and putting them in jail or re-education camps so they can understand why their beliefs are harmful?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, great. And the last question, do you understand that you sound just like a Nazi?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you literally sound exactly like a Nazi. You want to round up the maggots and put them in jail and re-education camps, and you won't let your kids interact with them?
Okay, and what's your point?
So, okay, you think you're against fascism, but you're actually endorsing fascist policies.
No, I'm not. Just get off my property.
So,
Get
okay,
off
now
of
you
my
really
property.
sound like a fascist because
Get
you're.
off of my
I
property
thought no
right now.
human is illegal.
Off
I
my
thought no
property.
human was illegal.
Get off
He's
of
getting
my
a little-
property now.
Take
Get
care.
off.
I'll put you. The farts are gonna put you on a fart watch list.
What's I did just notice though is that at the end of the video, I don't know, it looks like a different house where he shows the flag hanging. So what's he trying to do? You know, you got the flag hanging on a blue-sided house, gray or blue, and then he's at this house at the end. It's all brick and dark side or tan siding. I got an eye for that stuff, man. I'm a construction guy. Nothing wrong with being a construction guy. Don't be hating. Meanwhile, also, if you have any kind of questions about your house or something like that, you want to ask an honest construction guy who's been doing it for a long time, feel free to send me an email or something. Yeah, he knelt at his casket and pretended to cry for a while. Frey is the same dude who knelt at Floyd's casket. Right, exactly. I have yet to see peaceful protesters getting hurt. Only the instigators. Yes, exactly. That's why I don't have much sympathy. I don't have much sympathy for those guys because they put themselves in those positions, right? They're the ones who went out. They're the ones who got that's that thing. They're the ones that got us into the mess. Oh, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. The instigators are the ones that I'm just trying to look for something here. This video here should be funny. The instigators are the ones that are getting arrested and stuff because they're the ones that are totally subverted to go out there and think that they can put themselves between ICE agents and their duty. You can't do that. It's the same thing like when you get pulled over. You don't argue the stuff there. You do it in court later. You argue with the cop. It always turns bad, doesn't it? It seems to. Minneapolis citizens. Okay, so not illegal aliens, right? You're not talking about the illegal aliens, right? You're just talking about American citizens here, I'm assuming. Minneapolis citizens are fully morally justified to fight back against the insurgent force known as ICE. Oh, see, that right there is why they push that it's an insurgent force. It's why they say Gestapo and ICE is Trump's secret police and all that kind of garbage, so that they can push that narrative that they're a insurgent force, an opposing outside force coming in to just wreak havoc on all these law-abiding citizens. Second Amendment is useful to fight back against a fascist federal force. I mean, that you're not wrong with that last part. It's the identifying the ICE as a fascist federal force part that the tricky part. But it's funny because people like this guy, the Count, will say stuff like that, but then they'll hide in their basements or whatever, and they're not the ones that are going to go out and do it. You'll notice the ones that are always calling for war, the ones that are out there on their channels or whatever, out here calling for war, calling for the use of the Second Amendment against ICE and all that stuff. They just don't they don't know what they're doing, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But it's never going to be those people the ones that are out there calling for all this kind of stuff are never the ones that go out and do it, are they? Are they? No, see, people like this want to be the puppet masters. They're not. They're middle management. They want to be the puppet masters, but they're middle management. But they're trying to get other people to go out and do the dirty work, go out and cause the problems, go out and oppose ICE, go out and hurt this person or attack that person or whatever. But they're never the ones to go out and do it. It's always their people they're trying to motivate. These people will sit back and record it and try to make money off it and that kind of stuff. So then there's this guy. I saw this video this morning. I don't know who this guy is, but I just thought it was interesting because just the way he puts it, I'm like, do people believe this stuff for real? Like, really?
Democratic Representative Ilhan Omar was attacked and sprayed with brown liquid at a town hall she hosted in Minnesota.
ICE cannot be reformed. It cannot be rehabilitated. We must abolish ICE for good. And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
There's a little look right there.
And yes, while the point of this video is to show, one, Ilhan Omar squaring the fuck up, showing that she was ready for that ass, showing that she's a fearless fighter for her constituents, and two, truly highlighting the hypocrisy of MAGA for constantly accusing the left of inciting political violence, even though their asses were the ones who broke into the Capitol, brought nooses and guns with the intention of murdering members of Congress, and literally killed police officers on January 6th. The bigger story for me is that Trump's response was this. When asked if he had seen the video of Ilhan Omar being sprayed and attacked.
Yeah, all these lies. Like, there's so many. First of all, she squared up. I believe she squared up because she knew the guy. if you didn't notice, there was she looked. It's just some towels here, guys. Some towels. So she looks right up at him. She makes eye contact with this gentleman right before he gets up to do this. I don't know if you can catch it in this video. I know there's some better ones out there.
Rehabilitated. We must abolish ICE for good.
Right there. No.
And DHS
After
Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
There.
And yes, while the point of this video is to show one, Ilhan Omar squaring the fuck up, showing that she was ready for that ass.
She squared up. She squared up, balled her fist up, and tried to chase that guy down. She's gonna get him. That's weird.
Showing that she's a fearless fighter for her constituents, and two, truly highlighting the hypocrisy of MAGA for constantly accusing the left of inciting political violence, even though their asses were the ones who broke into.
What they try to do is they try to make it seem like, oh yeah, this one incident, assuming this was a legitimate incident, which I'm not so sure that it was, but assuming this was a legitimate incident, they try to make it like, oh, this one incident means that all the violence that the left has perpetrated against the right is all negated because this one incident means that the right's the violent side. That's it. The left isn't violent. The right's violent. We're all victims. There's violent people on both sides, guys. To say anything different would be dishonest.
Left of inciting political violence, even though.
And his lies about January 6th and people died and whatever.
Their asses were the ones who broke into the Capitol, brought nooses and guns with the intention of murdering members of Congress, and literally killed police officers on January 6th. The bigger story for me is that Trump's response was this.
Those idiots that watch this guy believe that stuff. They still believe that protesters killed cops that day. They still believe that.
When asked if he had seen the video of Ilhan Omar being sprayed and attacked, he said, no, I don't think about her. I think she's a fraud. I really don't think about that. She probably had herself sprayed knowing her. And this was actually a great moment for me because there's actual research that proves that when habitual liars accuse someone of something, it's often a confession about their own motherfucking behavior.
Oh, okay. These ridiculous things they try to connect to each other are ridiculous. Exactly that, just ridiculous. She's a habitual liar.
Actually, there's research from 1977 on the false consensus effect, which shows that people overestimate how common their own behavior is. So habitual liars often believe that everyone lies as much as they do. So the bottom line is this: when Trump, who has actual fraud convictions, whether it be with Trump University, where he settled a fraud lawsuit for $25 million after scamming students, or the Trump Foundation.
It wasn't about Ilhan Omar. See how it was about Trump? It's about hating Trump. It's about hating Trump. He made a video about Ilhan Omar, and it's all about hating Trump. It's just kind of amazing, if you ask me, that they can how they turn it around. It's just wild. The eye contact she makes with this guy is one of the weirdest things that I've ever seen. Not the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but it's pretty obvious that what's going on here. This is a little bit better shot. I'm gonna full screen it. Maybe it'll help. It's a little bit better shot, but you see right before the guy gets up to do something, she gives him a look and then looks down and keeps her eyes down until he does his thing.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
It's just odd. It's very odd. It was almost like a signal. Like, most people looking at that think, oh, that looks like a signal. All right. So I don't know. I don't know about the Ilhan Omar thing. Honestly, my assumption is that it's fake. It's theater. That's kind of what I think.
I spent like.
I saw this video yesterday of this guy, and I just think it's odd.
So when they say, why would you be out here? How the fuck could I not be out here? Like, my nation is under attack.
It's an Army Ranger, 1st Ranger Battalion, did 6 combat deployments to Afghanistan. Pretty bad PTSD. I spent like almost 2 years in inpatient, a whole lot of time in outpatient, working on that. I was assaulted and then arrested by ICE the other day out here. And then they couldn't press the charges, of course, because there's video on CNN of them coming at me as I'm backing away from them. So we're at Whipple, and they take you in there. It's Homeland Security asking about, like, you're from Philadelphia. Why? We can't comprehend why you would be here. And I'm like, well, because the nation that I was willing to die for is being systematically oppressed with men in military uniforms, a private army told by the president they have no other laws to follow than his, and they're systematically attacking and even killing our neighbors in the United States of
Systematically attacking and killing our neighbors, he said.
America. I can't understand how all my veteran buddies are like still along with this. It's like we took an oath to the
Because they are sane.
Constitution, and that's just being shredded right now. How could so many people swear an oath to something and then fucking Humpty Dumpty Orange Man is out here and they're like, no, we're gonna follow him instead of this oath that we took that we all swore to uphold and defend, like against enemies foreign and domestic. This has all of the signs from every fascist movement in history that we're gonna lose the opportunity to resist. So that's why I'm here.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is? That same guy, I just found it interesting. Let me see if I can pull that one up now. I just found it interesting. Where did it go? Well, heck. We have to find it now. That guy was at the. I had it up here. Well, shoot. That guy was at the protest at the church with Don Lemon. And he was at Whipple before that and got arrested. Man, I wanted to bring up his crazy comments, dang it. Oh, well. Let me see. Give me a second here. Just give me a second. I'll find it. I want to bring it up. Because it's yeah, we'll bring it up here. We'll bring it right up here. This one, that? Nope. Where the heck you at? Dang it. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. Well, that's not. Sorry, guys. My apologies. My apologies. I wanted to get this one right, but I guess I screwed it up. It's murder, Lemon, J. I thought it was this one. Maybe it's not. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. I found it. Yay. Sorry it took so long. Sorry to keep you waiting. So this was the day of the church when they went to that city's church and went in there. We're gonna pull this up.
While also being the director of
Getting us to do here, and
you saw me. How do you feel?
Oh, you gotta bear with
the
me.
director for the field office of ICE
Do a
in
full
St.
screen
Paul.
thing.
He also serves as a pastor.
There we go. Okay. Ian Austin, he says his name is. Here we go. We pull this back up. We finally did it. I finally did it. Thanks, producer. I appreciate you, Mrs. Producer. Mrs. Producer. Oh, it's just me.
Ian, and your friend's name again?
Will. He's a woke farmer on.
So he's friends with the woke farmer, I guess. I figured as much.
Social media, but
I know who he is.
Homeland Security stole my phone yesterday. They're trying to turn me into a domestic terrorist.
They stole you. Where's your phone?
They arrested me. They assaulted me and then arrested me.
You don't have your phone?
No, Homeland Security took it. Since I came from Philadelphia, they can't comprehend the concept that I would drive out here. Like they were literal agents were literally like, why would you be here? And I was like, well, I believe that my nation is under attack and this is ground zero. How could I not stand up for what I believe in. And they're like, since I came from Philadelphia and I'm a veteran, that coming down from the president, everyone's being told that we're all domestic terrorists. So like, why was I even speaking to Homeland Security? I was like tricked. I thought we were going to be talking about the fact that I was assaulted, and they arrested me for assault. But then and I'm like, I have nothing to hide, so I'll talk to you guys.
But you shouldn't have given them
all these. They took it. They arrested me. They took all my stuff. I was trying to get the protesters. I was saying, somebody grab my phone, but then the cops grabbed it. And like, I haven't been charged with anything because there was direct video evidence showing that I didn't assault anyone, that they assaulted me, and they arrested me anyhow. And then they take you in and they let you go, but they keep your phone and they say, maybe in 8 months you might get it back. Like, but how could I ever take that back? Like, with knowing how twisted they are, like, are they going to put something in my phone? Like, it's very concerning that they want to turn me into a domestic terrorist. That's scary. And it's sorry that
it's not really them doing it, buddy. It's not really them doing it. It's just weird. You see these same people, these paid protesters showing up here, showing up there. Across the country. He lives in Philadelphia, but he's over there. He's over there, whatever. Oh man.
I don't know if you guys saw that comment. This person, this amazing person, I think I upset her with some of my facts, and I don't know, it says, unliked your channel. Now I'm going to click the do not recommend button. LOL.
That's that. Come on. Wow. Oh no, don't do that. Even stupid people are entitled to opinions. Amen. That's why I'm here, buddy. That's why I'm here. Oh, we're going to be on again tonight, and usually on the morning as well. MAGA cult cowards thinks millions are getting paid. I mean, you could do some research and find out that there's lots of people getting paid. It's pretty easy to find the info. He's a paid protester. And yeah, absolutely. I guess is that read LGBT, much love from Seattle. Don't let them divide us. We are all Americans. Amen. Amen with that. Amen. It's like, that's the funny thing, because people think like, because I'm conservative, I'm going to get on here and be like, oh, heck with that guy, stupid flag, and blah, blah, blah. Why I may believe that, there's a bigger thing to do. There's a do not recommend button. I don't know. I guess there must be. Maybe they know somebody. That's all just bananas and rice. It is. Wait, you hear that lady got arrested? The bananas and rice lady got arrested? I think I have it on here somewhere.
So I'm Somali. I'm proud to be Somali.
I don't know what they were thinking when they brought this
To
lady
me,
out.
being Somali isn't just eating bananas with rice. It's a lot. It's like it's an interesting thing. It's very hard to describe what it means to be Somali and what it means to be American, but it's like a cultural fusion. It's kind of like the bananas and rice. People don't really.
So it's not just
see,
bananas and rice, but it's bananas and rice.
Yeah, like, it's people don't think, oh, you can eat bananas with rice, but that's what it's like to be Somali and American. It's like that combination of banana and rice, but you're gonna get what I mean.
You're gonna get what I mean. No, we're not. We're not gonna get what you mean. I don't think we are. I'm not. I clearly am not. You're a coward. Okay. Why do you say that? Don't say that. That's not nice. Liberals are always so angry, bro. You know, I remember Rush used to bring that up a lot. He used to bring up how liberals are always angry. Liberals are always mad about something. They're always angry. Let me bring up something else here, just a little test. A little test. I want to bring this up because I want to test something out here. But yeah, so he used to always say they're mad even when they're right, or even not when they're right. He said even when they're, because they're never right. Even when they're winning, they're not happy. Even when they're winning. Some people are saying that banana and rice is racist. I don't even know what that means. I don't either. I guess that's a Somali thing, eating bananas and rice. I don't know. I have to admit I've never been so entertained by politics. I have a different view of politics. I look at it a little differently. I'm a blue collar guy. I've had my own businesses and I've got kids and married, family, whatever. I look at it a little different. I don't think that we need so many lawyers and whatever in office. I think we need more regular people in office. Some people that understand what it's like to live in America, what it's like to struggle in America. People that have struggled and brought themselves out of that those kind of people would be good to have in government, so we don't have 6,000 page bills and stuff like that, where it should be stuff like a one page, one issue, one bill pay, things where everybody out here understands what's going on. The point is for them not to, like, I have this 2 pages here. I can read these 2 pages and I understand it, but I can't read 2,000 pages in less than a week and have a good understanding of what all that stuff means. And they know damn well the American people aren't going to understand what all that stuff means. So I look at it a little bit more simple. I don't try not to get lost in the weeds about details and stuff like that. Like for instance, the Alex Preddy shooting is a good example. You can get lost in the weeds. You could be like, it's outside of, like, they didn't just walk up and shoot him like a straight up murder. There was circumstances involved. So, like, I'm not gonna get lost in the weeds looking at all that kind of crap. And the bottom line is he put himself in a position that he shouldn't have been in. He invited that whole situation, and he ended up getting what, I don't want to say it's what he deserves, but I don't know. But you have to ask yourself a question. Why is ICE having so many problems in Minnesota? Why is ICE having so many problems in 2025 and 2026 that they didn't have in 2008 to 2016? Could it possibly be political? It's easy to, I just keep bouncing all around. On a side note, that Ilhan Omar stuff. Let me bounce back to that. Just get this out of the way. The unknown substance that they sprayed on, dude sprayed on it, was found to be apple cider vinegar. And I think it's pretty interesting that nobody there thought it was necessary to identify whatever was sprayed. Nobody thought it was important to get the people out of there. The danger that might pose. It could have been a poison. It could have been some kind of thing that makes some kind of a gas to make people sick. Who knows what? It could have been anything. Minneapolis council member Latricia Vitaw, who ended up being hit by some of the liquid, told the Post the stench was so bad that she vomited. A little bit of apple cider vinegar made her vomit. I don't know. It's interesting. It was also interesting that Ilhan Omar made direct eye contact with the guy right before he gets up. So, like, as far as the stuff being sprayed on people, there's guidance for that. There's guidance from the Poison Control Center. If you get sprayed or something like that with some unknown chemical, they say to get to fresh air immediately. Do not touch your face. Remove contaminated clothing. Rinse skin and eyes with running water for 15 minutes. Wash with soap and water. seek medical attention right away and call poison control for further guidance. None of those things happened because I believe it was staged. I think it was. I don't really care, to be quite honest with you, enough right now to know, because I'm not going to figure it out. I'm not going to figure it out. It's not going to be me that breaks that story. Strong woman. She's built like that. Vinegar can make people vomit if it's concentrated. Yeah, I guess maybe. There's only a couple drops, though. I mean, it wasn't like it was some heavy duty. Where did we go here? Where are we at here? Bring that one up. There's a good picture of it here. Kind of shows the spray. Where the heck did it go? I need a better producer. That's what I need. This isn't the one I was looking for, but it'll do. It'll do. So I guess it won't do. It's tiny. There's little dots all across across there. So if she got hit with a couple little dots. Not that that's okay. I seem to remember we got chemically attacked when we were in DC in the middle of the night. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but that's on video. We got attacked when we were down in DC. Somebody rode through in the middle of the night by our cars and threw some kind of chemical at us. Tried to get it in the vehicles. One of the guys got his car was he had the back open of it. He had like a Ford Aspire or whatever, not Aspire. Escape. So he had the back hatch open. He was sleeping back there with his dog, and he got hit and ended up having, it was so bad, he ended up having to total his car, and the dog got hit real bad, and the fire trucks had to come and spray the whole area down with water because that stench, it wouldn't go away for days. It was there for days. I can see how something like that might make you vomit. But we all made it through. The guy arrested was still wearing the purple t-shirt in his mugshot. Yeah, definitely Jesse Smollett vibes. But then you got guys like this guy, because, we need to laugh once in a while, guys.
If there's a man like me living in your neighborhood, you thank him.
Yep.
I'm the man that keeps property taxes down around this bitch. Everybody's in such a damn hurry to clean their shit up and make a quick buck. Am I going to throw away the blowed up little tax car? Or am I going to leave it right there? I don't know yet. If there's a man like me living in your neighborhood, you thank him. I'm the man that...
we need more of that, guys. This is being funny with each other and whatever. We could use, well, there's the picture I was looking for. We could use more of that. That's for sure. Laughing and whatever, talking over the fence with your neighbor, whatever. This is the picture I was talking about here. Oh, it's small too. But anyway, you can see right here, there's a stream of that liquid going over there. That didn't help either, did it? I talk about this almost every day. We need to love each other. Because we're all in the same boat, man. If America goes down, we all go down. I don't know. Yeah, they just investigated her winery that she invested in. They're not even open on the weekends. They don't even sell wine there. Yeah, I heard that too. That there wasn't even any wine there. Sorry.
I doesn't think Trump was shoot. It was fake news. I doesn't think Trump was shoot. It was fake news.
There you go. That comment speaks for itself, I think. I didn't see that part. How about the security guard who was on top of him and keeps whispering to him? Yeah, I really think that it was I think it was faked. I think it was faked. I think it's pretty obvious, to be quite honest, that it was fake. The fact that she kept it going and she didn't leave and she kept the press conference going after that tells me that it was fake. If I'm hit with some unknown chemical, I'm going to get that stuff off me as fast as possible. How about the charges being dropped immediately? Yeah, I heard some weird stuff about that too. That they dropped the charges, but the feds are getting involved, I think. So I don't think they're going to have that option now. I don't think they're going to be able to do that. I don't think they're going to be able to shut it down. We'll see. We'll see. That's the thing. We got to wait and see, guys. You know, we can't make assumptions about it right now. Even that Alex video, you know, it was brought out and it was instantly that the Trump administration is murdering people on the streets. And then more comes out and more comes out, and we have a better picture of it. It never helps that's when the propaganda is the most effective. Like right when something happens like that Alex thing, they grab that opportunity and the left gets out there and they start pumping out fake false narratives, because the bottom line is that those false narratives that they push out in the beginning, people are going to believe them when they hear them, and that's it. Now they're solidified. Doesn't matter if they hear the truth later. They won't believe it. It's the same thing with, like, J6 is a good example, how there's still these morons out here that believe the cops were killed on J6. A simple Google search will tell you the truth, but they won't even go that far. A Google search is too much. I keep talking the other day about, you know, what we need to be an informed public. We have the tools now to be that informed public, answers to any question that we could possibly search for, and yet we just remain ignorant. Why? Why are there still people out there that think that they were cops murdered on January 6th? The media. Why do people think that there was nothing fishy about the 2020 election? The media. Why does no one care about Hunter Biden's laptop? The media. Why does no one care about the coke they found in the White House? The media. Why does everybody think that Biden was a capable president for 4 years? Not everybody. The media. The media has become a tool of the government. It is no longer the watchdog of the government. It is the watchdog of the people, used to manipulate and influence the people into a desired result. They control the language. They control perception. You get that? You get a fake. You get any fake story, a real story, fake story into the bloodstream of the American people, and it's almost impossible to get that back out. Even if you put a retraction on page 296 in the bottom corner in small print, and then you could say that you retracted it and you're an honest organization, and realize that that's not what it is. But it's like that. Like, Trump's ear looks fine. I don't care. I hear my thoughts on the ear of this. That dude's a billionaire. If his ear gets screwed up, he's going to fix it. Like, he has the money to make it look like it was never done. I don't know. I was there the day that the shooting happened at the Trump rally. They look fake to me. Didn't look fake to me at all. What we got up here? As someone said earlier, I saved the comment because I didn't know if he was going to. I didn't see the comment, but he said, "You're going to answer my D square question?" I'm not sure exactly what that means. I'm gonna run and get myself a refill of my coffee, and then we're gonna hit this chat up pretty hard. Give me just 2 minutes here. I mean, maybe there's something I could put on so you don't have to sit and watch nothing. Let's do that. We'll put this on for now.
You are now under arrest. Please sit down and wait for instruction. What's your credentials?
How's the boot taste?
I can't hear you.
I'm at level 12 news. BG on the scene. I just pressed.
You don't have any press?
That's one thing that you should check out. BG on the scene. This is one of his videos. He does good work there. He does he'll video it, but he doesn't get too involved. It's good. There's a lot of guys out there that'll try to instigate and try to make things happen for them to record. I don't like doing that. I like to just record the situation. Like, I want to make it like you're on scene. You know what I mean? And like I said, some guys will go out there and they'll instigate and they'll talk crap, and then they'll record the reactions from the people and act like they're just crazy. And a lot of times they are a little crazy, but dude, your brain is cooked. Okay. What is MAGA's chosen media? Fox News, 1%, News Entertainment Channel. Hey, I'm not a Fox News fan. Like, I'll clip stuff from there sometimes, but I'm not a Fox News fan. Like, I'm not out here watching all the time. I don't really have one news source. I like to bounce around the internet.
I don't want any facts. I believe whatever Daddy Trump says.
Well, then that's a problem. That's a problem. No one should do that. No one should do that. No one should just believe anyone just to believe them. Just because they said something. You know what I mean? He's old, easy to bleed. What's that mean? Let's see. Oh, wait, all caps. Let's see.
How many so-called free speech lovers banned me today?
Are you going to give a reason to ban you? I mean, over here, we're a little different. I have a different approach. I'm a blue-collar guy. I watch politics. I'm very interested in it, and policy and things like that. I've watched them for 30 years now. I have a simple outlook on stuff. I'm not trying to get too far in any of the weeds. That's when we get lost. But as far as that guy's comment about how many ones are going to ban, how many free speechers are going to ban me today, I don't ban anybody out of the chat unless you're instigating or fighting, or not fighting, or arguing is everything is fine. But if you're berating people in the chat and giving them, making it hard for them to watch, then I usually ban for that. I don't care what you say about me. I encourage it. Tear me to pieces. That's the problem. They believe everything the mainstream media tells them to think. A water cannon would break it up. I would like to see that, to be quite honest with you. It's probably about time. But now that the police are actually out there helping, it's going to change things. It's not going to be as violent because, like, ICE agents aren't trained to do the crowd control, all that kind of stuff. They're not trained for it. So I get that, you know, we can run into some problems with them when it comes to controlling the crowds. They're not used to it. It's not their wheelhouse. Give me a sec. Just doing some more producing stuff here. It's good to see that Minneapolis is calming down a little bit. That's for sure. One more thing here. Come on. Okay. Little background stuff had to get taken care of there.
I've never seen so many people complain about all caps until I got on YouTube.
Well, it appears that you're yelling when you do that. That's the etiquette over here on the internets, I guess. I used to do, if I was driving or something like that, I don't do that anymore, but when I was driving, I'd have people do it in all caps, so it was just easier to see a comment without having to, like, search for it on the screen, which obviously you don't want to be doing when you're driving. If you're driving and you're live, you should always have the camera pointing outwards to protect you and other people on the road, really, but keeps you from getting reported and all that kind of garbage. Gets ridiculous out here. All right. We are going to cut it because tonight I'll be on again at 9 p.m. I'm typically on at 9 p.m. That was when I usually went on. That's when my normal show is. That's where you'll see Faith, my beautiful wife. And we usually get a little bit more in depth at that one there. I'm a bit off today. I've been sleeping pretty crazy. I've been sick for a little while, so like last night I woke up at like 1:30, 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then I just gave up and got up at 3:30. So at that point, it's just like, whatever. Hang on. Oh, wait. Maybe we won't leave just yet. We're getting a lot of comments from the upset liberals out there. Hang on. We got to read some of these so they feel like they've been heard. Ice, babe, vote. Oh, okay. I thought this was a bunch of people freaking out. That's what they usually do when it's time to get going. They get angry. I'm going to go get my Amazon order at 4 a.m. because I am home cozy and live in America where we can do this shit. Warm and safe in my house, not blowing whistles in this cold. Amen. Hey, when you're doing that Amazon stuff, you should look up my book, Freedom Isn't Free. And check that out. That's a book. I wrote a book about my experience in DC when we went out for the first time when I went out for the first time to really get involved in protesting. And we spent a month down there on the DC National Mall. And yeah. So that's an interesting thing. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're not currently a member of the community, I think you should be. I think you should be a member of the community. So hit that join button down below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so that we can break through the ridiculous algorithm that if I would have known my name would cause such problems, I probably would have still named it Mag Americans anyway, because that's the guy that I am. shop.com.magamericans.com if you want to help support us and get some cool gear. Our channel members get access to our full video history, including the 1776 RM days, merch discounts, and more. Yada yada yada. I'm not a self promoter, so this stuff is a little tough. What a useless tool. Regret rejecting empathy on your deathbed. Huh. Interesting. Gambler Association. Whatever. God bless you. Smile to stranger. Pray for your enemies. They need it, and you need it too. God bless you guys. See you tonight at 9 Eastern Standard Time.